Yes, that's right, Lemmy. I agree. I am hilarious. And hit the like button for great jokes. But what we're going to do is we're going to have a good time tonight with some returning guests, some debuting guests, and maybe some special guests. You never know with people these days. But we're going to start off by bringing on the king, the best dressed guest by far, the beautiful Joey C. How you
Hey,
doing, Joey
usually
C?
been a long time since I've done your show. I remember that one time we did it back at the Christmas holiday. It was fun. Good to see you. You came on my. I've enjoyed knowing you and working with you. How you doing?
It was great. I remember that episode very well. You accused Kevin Brennan of having gay sex on
That's
camera,
right.
and I still want to see it.
We had some fun that day. Everybody was in rare form. It was me, you, Phil Elmore, and I think Bob Levy, wasn't it?
I actually found footage of that tape you were talking about here.
Go suck a dick!
So it'll be a good time. And speaking of which, this guy is Mr. Blue Sky. How are you doing today? Happy face.
How you doing, Mr. Blue Sky?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm outstanding. Thank you.
You look outstanding.
Thank you. It's a work in progress. Got to keep up the momentum.
How much weight have you lost, if you don't mind me saying?
52 pounds. I weighed yesterday 208, so I was at 260, so I've lost 52 pounds in 7 months. In 7 months.
I could buy a good gram with that. So you're doing well. Which ironically, he gave up soda, Coke, which means that that's also in real life. If you want to lose loads of weight very quick,
yes,
feed your nose. But speaking of feed, you can't get anyone who knows more about that than this. Oh yeah, hit the like button for Liam McEneaney, who is muted. How you doing, Liam?
Dude, you're Irish. You should be able to pronounce my last name.
The great Liam. How are you?
Hey, what's up, Joey? Who's on the poster next to you, man?
Behind me? You mean behind my wall?
No, right next to your head.
Oh, I don't know. That looks like usually it says it's usually
No, the poster
on my wall behind me.
Oh, behind you. Okay, sorry. It looks like
that's 4 rappers that are passed on and expired. That's Tupac, that's Biggie, Aliyah, and Left Eye. Those are 4 artists that are no longer here.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. Which ironically, Left Eye is what they used to call Biggie behind his back because his face was fucked up.
Yeah.
And with all the rumors about Tupac being raped in prison, he was known as Brown Eye.
Brown Eye, there you go. Good.
You know, and Aliyah dated R. Kelly when she was 14, so that means she's split cunt. Hit the like button for making fun of black people this early into the episode.
Yeah.
The question in the thing today, which goes into the first topic, it was announced by the lovely Mersh himself that he's not going to go to Hackamania 3 because of Anthony Cumia and the accusations towards Cumia. But then there's the other talk, the rumors that he's not going because he expected to get a free ticket, and allegedly his ticket sales didn't warrant getting a paid for trip, all that stuff. So in the poll question, the question is the Mersh versus Cumia feud, and here is the options. Mersh is right, Cumia is a creep, or the Cumia accusations have no proof, or buy hit the like button memberships. And I know what you were going to ask me, Mr. Blue Sky. You were going to say, what are the hit the like button memberships, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. You could, yeah.
Well, they are the cheapest possible membership, and you get everything up until now behind there for the cheapest possible thing, and it helps the hitchman, and most of all, it annoys Echo Pineapple. Okay? And if you want to control the show, I put up the most expensive possible tier, the Oasis tier, and you can literally tell people to get the fuck off the show if you want to. Until then, shut the fuck up and hit the like button.
I like that.
Thank you, Joey. So you running as Republican and one of those?
No, I'm an independent. I'm strictly grassroots. I don't get no big backing from corporations. I don't get no backing from the government. I strictly my own dime. and we're in the second stage now. We have to get on the ballot now. We have to hit those states that get electoral votes, and we got to get on all the ballots. It's a very, very, very hard climb to do this, but I can't quit. I have to try my best to see how far I can get.
Well, while you're hitting those states, I hope all the people watching hit the like button. That's right. I'm the only person that's ever said hit the like button, and everybody now rips me off. So everybody who talks about hitting the like button is stealing from the H-man. And I think that's just basically racist. Right, Liam?
Yeah, absolutely. Racist against the Irish, which...
Joey, you should strike Kevin and Melton and everyone.
I think so.
I'm sorry, what was that?
You should get a $10 every time someone says, hit the like button on YouTube.
You should.
And the thing that's so dumb is that you get
Liam should hit the kike button.
Oh, Jesus.
Did you find that offensive, Liam?
Extremely.
Okay.
But Joey, when you're Joey, when you're running for president, people are going to pull clips like that, and they're going to say, Mr. Catalano, if you want to be president for the whole country, why would you sit by and let someone say that? I mean, especially they could pull any clip from any Dabbleverse show you've been on,
absolutely,
and pull and find something damaging. So how do you plan to respond to that?
I like getting fucked in my ass and doing cocaine.
Here's how I respond. Listen, I never ever started this campaign said I was a politician. I come from a rich family. I'm a spoon fed. I was raised in politics. It has nothing to do with that, none of that.
You were?
I've been very transparent. I know that I've been in federal prison. I know that I've threatened people online. I've used the N-word. I've done it all. But you know what? It's out there, and I will deal with it when it crosses me. If I'm transparent, the whole idea here is I'm not catering to the rich. I'm not catering to the rich. It's not about the rich. This is about the forgotten people, the Zero to Hero campaign, about what needs to be done, the structure that needs to be done, what's wrong in our country. Our country is so corrupt, and so many politicians have been in office for 50 years. And I really said this yesterday. I don't want to wish nobody to go to jail, but I wish they indict Hillary Clinton, because I'll tell you why. If they do that, she's already said she's gonna take down the entire Senate and Congress, and she will finally get rid of all the corruption and can put that money into good use for people that need it.
Hillary, right?
Hillary Clinton, yes.
I got to tell you, man, if continuing to release the Epstein files doesn't take down the government, nothing's gonna.
Well, I don't know. Hillary's probably got a lot more damaging than just done that file. Her own husband was on that plane, so that means she's gonna have to betray her husband, because he was definitely involved with the Epstein file. So it's gonna be very interesting if they go after her. They're gonna seal their faith, and they're probably gonna bury with the coffin on and the nails going on.
Nobody's
going probably everything.
I'm sorry.
Let's see some ones in the chat if you think we're going to get GTA 6 before the full Epstein files.
Don't act like you have people in the chat.
Don't act like you weren't on the Epstein files.
I wasn't.
There's no chance you were on the Epstein files, Liam.
Well, I when I was 17, I did serve crudettes at the Epstein parties.
And I didn't know whether or not you were. I just thought it was a good time to ask you that, so.
Did they take advantage of you?
I took advantage of them. How do you think?
Yeah, MBS, by looking at him, he was fired for insider trading. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Roasted. You didn't like that
why
one,
would
did
you trade outside? It's rainy and shit, especially up north.
Yeah. Good stuff. So the first topic I want to talk about is, of course, Cumia versus Mersh. MBS, from your perspective, you lovely man, what do you think about Mersh's comments about the Ant-Man? Do you think that this was a long time coming, or should I go fuck myself?
I think that he's been saying that for a long time, I think. So, yeah, I don't know. I think he just wanted to make a stink on Pat Dixon's show, really.
Well, if there's one place to stink, it's on Pat Dixon's Piano Man show. $2 for here's the blinding lights by the weekend. $5 from Liam for a tribute by Tenacious D.
What?
That's the thing. That's the thing about the Pat Dixon show. I don't know why everybody goes in there and requests bangers. Get in his fucking show and request. Here's one from Joey C. It's for $5. It's the Men in Black theme song by Will Smith.
That's Pat. That's good. Good Pat.
That might be the way to get me to give Pat money, is if he would do the Wild Wild West song.
That's a good song.
I'm in the West, see?
Yeah, Wild Wild West by Will Smith and Jazzy Jones.
Love Flash.
He does do a few like good hip hop renditions, or I'd say they're hilarious. Actually, like it sounds so. I don't know.
Yeah, I got him to do Still Dre or sitting there with your fly bitch. But Liam, what do you think about this Kumia and Mers thing? Because the reason why I say this, right, is from the Opie and Anthony days, Kumia's stance in the comedy world, like his power and all that stuff, has fallen drastically. Right. He's not like Anthony Cumia can make or break your career anymore. So, so if he was what he's being accused of, it doesn't make sense that so many people want him around and would protect him from that stuff. So my whole thing is, that's why I don't think that Cumia is a fucking a Bill Cosby.
It doesn't matter. I mean, we were just riffing on the Epstein files and the fact that nobody's going to prison over it. Right. So like, I don't know if he is or not. I don't know if he's a pedophile or not. I really don't. But whether or not he is, people are always just going to ignore that. They always have, and they always will. But I will say, I think it's just my gut feeling, having seen that clip, was that, and by the way, good for you for not showing it. Provide no context for what we're talking about right now.
Fuck clips.
Yeah.
But having seen it just feels like Mersh decided not to go for whatever reason, and figured out the number one way to get people to talk about him for 2 weeks, while announcing he wasn't going to go to an event he probably wasn't excited to go to in the first place.
It does seem like a lot of people who said that they were going to go are now openly saying they're not going, and it does seem like there's a lot of people definitely going that I couldn't be arsed hanging around with. But Joey, what do you think? You're a man of the people. You're one of us in the streets.
First of all, I don't know Kumia like that. I don't know Mersh like that. I know that Mersh has been striking a lot of them. But here's how you got to go. Let's go back in time. O&A, they were really big in their day, right? They were almost as big as Howard Stern quality, correct? They made a name for themselves. Anthony got wealthy off of that. He merged back onto the podcast because of shows like Carl and Shuli and all those guys. He's really, he went through triple bypass surgery. He's basically retired. He's got money he's got enough money to anybody like Mersh, who is just an average American financially. He could shut him down if he wants to. There's no doubt about that. The respect is,
he also joined Censored for listing things.
Anthony Cumia was a legend. I mean, he made a name for himself. I don't know nothing about Mersh enough to say what his stats are. I like Mersh. I like listening to him. I've never met him. I've never talked to him. But does Anthony Cumia really care at this time in his life? I don't think Anthony Cumia has the clout no more to hurt anybody.
Yeah. And also, he does not have the libido anymore, I think.
Exactly. I think he just wants to stay retired. I don't know if he's married. He married his girl, or if they're just living together. And I'm sure he just wants to have fun with her. And he wants to do his little podcast and
help her with her homework.
Mersh is good at what he does. I won't deny that. He knows how to talk on a podcast. He knows how to steer up trouble. He knows what buttons to push. He's like Liam. Liam is the perfect guy is a sweeper. He'll sit there and he'll learn, listen, and he'll come back and he could destroy a guy on a show.
I'm not going to do that, Joe.
You have the ability to do that. I've seen you do it, and you've done it to a lot of people.
Well, the thing is, I'm sorry. The thing is, I'm from Queens. Mersh is from Queens. Mersh is from a neighborhood in Queens. I had a lot of drinking buddies in high school who were from Richmond Hills, where he's from.
Right.
So I've hung out with, and we're around the same age. We probably know the same people.
Correct.
So I don't know Mersh, but I know a lot of Mershes. I've had a lot of Mershes in my life. And so a guy like that, He
A
just
lot of
kind of like,
marshmallows. Hit the like button.
Haha.
And no, there's no doubt what you're saying is right because that's not true because it is true. If you grow up tough and you have any backbone in your life, you're going to be a guy you're going to know how to handle people. You're going to know how to go after people. And that's fine. I don't think Anthony Cumia really cares, and I really don't think that he's worried about anything. Now, Mersh, as far as going to the Hackamania thing, listen to me. We've all at one point have had a Melton in our life in a bad way or a good way. You understand? Melton is the master at pulling strings and starting anything from the top of the Dabbleverse to trickle down to get everybody to fucking fight with each other. That's what he does. Melton has made promises to people, and he'll say he didn't, but he would go dig up his show. Well, I'm going to bring you full ride. I'm going to give you all this, and he makes those into his shows. But then when it comes down to the brass tacks, he'll say, "Oh, I don't want the guy. I'm going to take Kumia over him." So you're going to get bumped. You got to take everything Melton says with a grain of salt. I got nothing against Melton. I've had my share of fights with Melton. But you know what? At the end of the day, the Dabbleverse is nothing but a bunch of controversial people who lie and attack people. That's what it is. That's it. That's all it is.
I think so. But also, I think all the people who pretend to be offended by Cumia, if they met him, they would be like, could I get a photograph with you? I loved whipping my Wednesdays.
I agree.
Except when he yelled outside of primary school.
But I do actually believe Mersh is sincere when he says he doesn't like him. But I also know that like he just went through a year where his Patreon got taken down. Right. So maybe there's also like a financial consideration to that.
No. I mean, I don't. I've been guilty of threatening to dox people when I got information. I've been guilty of all that. Have I actually done it? No. But I tell you what, for a guy like me, for a guy that's a nobody, and a guy that I get attacked by a lot of people, my fight as a fighter growing up and just have to fight my way out of everything is I don't back down from nobody and I'll fight the fight. Will I really dox? Will I really take something? If you had a child, Liam, or a sick mother, am I really going to go and really, really hurt your mother? Probably not. But if I can make you believe that, it's going to be a good advantage for me to go that's my persona.
Yeah, rule by fair. That vote Catalano 2028.
Yeah, and I like that you said probably not instead of no, I wouldn't. So you might actually still do it. You get my vote.
I would never really hurt someone's mother, someone's child. I've said it. I'm guilty of saying it.
What about a dad?
I wouldn't anybody of your family, especially if they had nothing to do with this, especially if they had nothing to do with it. But if I find out who's somebody who's let me tell you something. A lot of people they come to my house and put pictures in my neighborhood saying I'm a pedophile. They've done a lot of shit to me. The people, when I catch them and I finally find out who they are, then they want to get on the defensive side that I'm a piece of shit. Well, so what? You didn't give a shit about talking about my dead child or call my wife a prostitute every day and demoralizing her. So you know what? Fuck you. But you know, I'm human and I do have a heart. So when it comes to, I will hurt that person that came after me if I can with right knowledge. But when I find out somebody, I do a complete investigation on their whole family. I found out everything about them, and I might say that on a podcast. You keep fucking with me, and I'm gonna expose this to your mother. I've done it, but I've never actually physically done it. It's just for me. Am I serious enough? Do they take me serious enough to believe me? Am I crazy enough to do it? They don't know. That's the difference why I've lasted. They don't know if I'm crazy enough to cross those lines. So that's why they back off.
The thing is, the Dabbleverse is just a bunch of nerds doing rap beefs with no intention of backing it up.
It used to be.
Like literally no intention of backing it up.
I agree. I went to events and proved it. People were going to, when I see you, I'm going to kick your ass. They literally came up to me. Oh my God, Joey C, can I have your autograph? Can I take a picture with you? And I'm like, what happened?
Yeah.
You wanted to bust me up 2 months ago.
You can end half the beefs in the Dabbleverse just by one guy getting smacked one time.
That's what I've said. It takes
Nobody's
one guy. You just got to tune up a little bit, and that's it. It's all over.
Yeah,
No,
and Liam loves having feuds because it means free beefs. Hit the like button for more roasts like that. Are you ready for Dabbleverse groundbreaking?
All right.
I'm gonna do the first ever impression of Stuttering John while I read out this total. It's gonna blow your fucking mind. You ready? Mint diggity, thanks for the toe.
I love it. That's good. That's
yeah.
good.
Only $2.
Yeah,
I see you in other chats.
Yeah.
You get $10.
Yeah, maybe I'll give it to my limo driver. So
That's AI.
I invented Stuttering John impressions. Also, I invented hitting the like button. What's next? Stay tuned. Mint Diggity, thanks for the dough. Can we get Liam and Joey's take on Shmuel Buckman's? We'll
That's up
start
to
with
you.
you,
I mean,
Liam.
it's up to you. It's your
I will
show.
say Shmuel spent a lot of time, show after show, taking shots at me, and then the one time I get in his chat and ask to come on his show, he's a little too scared to have me on. So he's a guy who likes taking shots. Another guy loves taking shots, loves doing the whole rap beef fantasy tough guy routine. But the minute that I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me jump on, and you were on that show, Husey. You remember? The minute I jump on and I'm like, you know what? I'm here. I got nothing to do. Let's talk about it. Suddenly, he can't find the link to send me.
This is probably my favorite subject because Shmuel Buckman to me is nothing but a mummy without eyebrows. That's all he is. The guy is fucking like a fucking mummy without eyebrows. Let me tell you something. This guy attacked me so many times, but he's the biggest cuck when you see him at these shows. He sucks on everybody's dick. Like you would not believe what he does with Tukey and the Shoolies. And this guy is unbelievable. He's got
Like a
more
Puerto
balls
Rican
than-
mummy without eyebrows?
The mummy without fucking eyebrows, I call him. He's and Shmuel. That's what I say, Shmuel. He's nothing but a mummy without fucking eyebrows. If you look at his, and he's a sick, perverted fuck. Look at his eyes. He looks dead. The guy he thinks he's irrelevant, and he thinks he knows everything. Okay, maybe he's got all this money. Maybe he's a wealthy man that just likes to play. Maybe he's just doing this for amusement. I don't know. I don't know nothing about the guy. I just know he looks like a mummy without fucking eyebrows, and he's fucking looks like he's dead half the time when you see him. So he ain't nothing as far as I'm concerned. And I don't even Shmuel Buckman when they bring him up in my chat room. Shmuel who I dismiss him. I don't really care about him.
Hey Joey, just I don't want to criticize you, but someone like Obama would have then brought it around to an issue of national importance and stated a position he stands on.
You know how I would handle Obama? And I'm not gonna get nobody's channel because I can use this word, but I with a hard. If you don't want me to, I will use this N word with an A. Is that okay?
No,
I'd rather you didn't.
Okay, so I won't do that. So you get my drift, and I would talk to him like a brother from one brother to another. Listen, it ain't about. I'm not a politician, but I have to be me. I have to be transparent and not be afraid that if people, there's nothing no one's gonna find on me that's hidden. I've told my whole everything bad about me.
But
I know what I've done.
But Joey, once you run for a public office, you are a politician, whether you want to be or
fine.
not.
I'm learning to be a politician, but I'm not. There's nothing you're going to find on me. You ain't going to dig up some dirt down the road and say, "Man, this guy was a child. He hurt children." You're not going to find none of that. You're not going to find none of that. So they can do whatever they want. I'm not afraid to go up against anybody. I know I'm 1 in 50 billion of a chance to win. It ain't about winning. It's about getting the truth out and exposing the people that are hurting America. That's what I want to do. If I can just make some noise and listen to the things that I believe in and help the people that are forgotten about. How many of our American soldiers are living under viaducts?
There we go.
In other countries.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm about. What I stand for.
I mean,
when did you talk about it,
Joey? You're an Italian American.
Right.
I need to be reassured if Vladimir Putin starts talking shit about your grandma's gravy recipe, you're not going to launch nuclear missiles.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not. That's not going to make me launch it. But what it is, what I am going to try, what I think has to stop. Why fix other countries when we got problems here? We got American soldiers. I see them all the time. I give a guy money all the time. I see him. He's a vet, and they won't do nothing for him. That's wrong.
But I tell you this about Buckman. First of all, hit the like button, but also I have noticed in like the last 48 hours or whatever 3 days is. I'm not here to do math. He has got a lot of shit because he has been accused of skipping super chats, and it is annoying. And then he goes, "Well, how would I know? I didn't say it." Yeah, it's right. Like, well, that's the whole point. You've the biggest eyes in the Dabbleverse, but everything passes by. How do you not see it? But get ready for another impression. I'm Stuttering John.
Okay.
This is going to fucking make everybody laugh so hard. Surely will want to be my friend again. Lady K will drop the charges. It'll be great. Anyway, Cigarette Jones, thanks for the toe. Good stuff. Ray's review of Liam's special, good or bad? Ray's review?
Honestly, I haven't watched it. I can't watch myself, but I wish I had volunteered to be on that show. It's good for me because whether or not people like it, they're talking about it.
I've been on shows with Liam, and his timing is perfect. He knows how to cut someone up. He can do it very well. I've seen him do it.
He's right here.
He's done it. He's done it. He's done it. So when I hear bad stuff that people allegedly accuse Liam on, am I going to jump on board and say, holy shit, you are? I don't know the man. So I have to dismiss it as, if that's true, then I got a problem. But can I really honestly jump on board and say Liam is this, Liam is that? I can't.
Well, thank you, Joey.
And that's the truth. That's just me because I'm always been right. What's right is right and wrong is wrong. I've lied. We all lie.
Mm-hmm.
But when I knew that it was wrong, for example, Base Bill a Clipper, for a year I beat him up saying he's telling the lie, I'm telling the truth. And then when I got to know him and he did some work for my show as an outside contractor, I felt bad getting to know this kid. And I said, I owe you this. And I did that on live stream. I'm going to apologize. You were 100% right about the lie I told about the coma. And that was me right then. I wasn't in the coma. And I came clean because it was the right thing to do. So I know right from wrong. I know that you have to be transparent. I've grown. I've made a lot. Listen, I failed at a lot of things in my life. You have to have failure to be successful. But I'm 60 now. I can't think like I'm 30. I can't think like I'm 20. I can't think like I'm 40 no more. I have to think like I'm 60. And I have to make sure that and educate myself the best way I can.
So if you fail, you succeed.
Exactly. That's how I feel. So,
So if you catch AIDS, it means that you don't have AIDS. That's the way I like to look at it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I have AIDS.
Well, if you catch AIDS, you don't have cancer.
Yeah. Look who's talking.
I'm just.
Any of you guys on this panel swear that tomorrow you're going to be here? We don't know when our numbers are going to be punched.
I swear to God.
We don't.
No, I'll still be here because I haven't paid my tax bill yet, and everybody knows you can't die when you have to pay a bill.
I'm just relieved there's going to be a man in the White House who will pardon me for my crimes.
Yes. Well, there's a lot of guys that are, I got a
pardon my crimes, but can you help me?
Well, listen, like I said, if it was given to me by the grace of God and I got on the ballot and I actually won, I'm going to tell you what, I'm not going to wear a suit up at my inauguration. I'm going to wear a sweatsuit and be me. I'm not going to be a stuffed shirt white guy. I'm going to be Joseph Catalano the way Joseph Catalano be. Okay?
Yeah. Everybody knows you should dress better for this podcast than you would when you get inducted in.
Well, I got a political show after this. I have to go to it.
And stereotypes are based.
I don't like being stereotyped. And let me tell you something. I got the red ass when people came at me. I didn't take criticism well. I fought back with stupid shit. But you know what? It finally, after 2 years, with some of the good people that are in those chat rooms and some of the good people I podcast with, said, "Why do you take it so serious? You're making yourself nuts. You're making yourself sick. You gained 80 pounds. You've been in this devil. You got swollen feet. You got bad heart. You're killing yourself." I said, "You're right," and I fucking finally realized I understand the Dabbleverse now. And you know what? There's no meaning to it past this. There's no meaning to any of this.
Joey, I'm going to say very seriously. If you weren't running for president, if you were running for like local Tampa office,
I can't.
Why not?
I'm a convicted felon. I only could run for president or senate.
Oh, well, then you should start at the Senate and work your way up because I think in Florida, you would have a really good chance at local representation.
I'm waiting for a pardon. I have all the papers that if President Trump pardons me, then I can run for local office.
Victoria, who's been begging me to come on the ladies' night special I've got coming on. Stop asking, Victoria. She says, "Joey, how many representatives are there in the whore?"
House of Representatives.
I know. I'm Andrew Dice Clay fan. Hit the like button.
I don't understand the question. What is she asking me?
Where you got the glasses?
What was it? What was the question, Liam? How many representatives?
How many reps in the House?
How many reps in the House? When it comes to some of the politics, I'm just learning. Okay? So I can't answer that today. I might answer it tomorrow. Short answer is I'm still learning. I didn't go to school. Wasn't a good student. I learned everything from street education 100%. But I promise you, you're not going to find nobody more loyal to dedicate to the people, to try to do the right thing by people. But yes, I understand. American Cupcake says you still got to learn you got to learn the amendments. You got to learn. I agree with him. I'm in that process doing that the right way, the way I should have learned it when I was 17 years old. But it's going to take time.
if you win the presidency, you can pardon yourself, and then you can run for local office.
Yes. Well, I wouldn't mind being a state representative or an alderman or something like that to help a community. I really would think I could be good at it because I've got a lot of history with help. I want to help addicts. I want to get drugs, hardcore drugs. I want to get this fentanyl shit off the street. You know how many people are dying that are useless deaths in this country? I mean,
How
and
many?
we can't stop it. That's what
69.
kills me. That's what kills me. We can't stop it. They won't do the right thing. Being arrested, somebody taken up to trial is not always the answer. You understand? It's not.
Joey see, Joey do. That should be your.
Yeah, that's
You know,
it.
I like that. What is
That's
that? I'm gonna write
slogan.
that down. Let me write that down. Can I take that? Joey C.
Yeah, go ahead.
Joey do.
And then Joey.
I like that.
And
I
Joey,
agree with Joey. Instead of taking people to jail, just beat the fucking shit out of them.
Well, my big
And,
thing-
Joey
my
see,
big thing
Joey
is
do,
prison
Joey
reform.
take care of the Jew or something. I don't know.
Well,
Just
see,
go
that,
with
see,
it.
That would be make me. I listen. I got a policy. I just told my wife a little while ago. Prejudice sucks, but I could say I hate every race, including starting with the Italians. I'm consistent. Then I'm not being prejudiced.
Yeah, especially the Italians. Or I mean,
Especially
Italians.
I will
Maybe
say
hard
fuck
to-
Italians.
It may be hard to get the votes if you say I hate everyone.
If people see that you're speaking truth from your heart and they really believe you're going to help them, people will listen to you. That's the whole key. I'm going to go out in the community and I'm not going to go. I don't care about the rich people because you know what? They get what they want in it because they got money and they steamroll everybody. You need to get that to stop. That's what needs to stop first.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, get rid of money.
If you get dirt on a politician, a real senator that's really seeing little teenage boys in a hotel room, and you get that dirt on him, you think when you went to him and you showed him that he's not going to resign, or is he going to want you to go public with it? So you have to be ruthless. You got
used to be he'd
ruthless.
resign, but now with the Epstein list out and nobody going to prison, the rules have changed.
You still don't know that yet. You still don't know that yet. We still don't know that 100% yet.
Here's a question for you. What's worse, pedophiles or Somalians? Let's see some twos in the chat for
What about the
Somalians.
gays?
I love a gay,
Powerful
don't
group
you?
Today, that LGBTQ community, they started out 40 years ago begging and trying to grind and get people getting killed when they're teenagers, getting beat up in school. They're the ones you got to watch out for. They're smart, they're lawyers, they're doctors, they educated themselves, and they're one of the most powerful organizations today. You gotta
Shouldn't
give
let them
credit.
grind on you like that.
They didn't give up though. They stood in it for 40 years and took beatdowns for 40 years, and now they have power. So
Joey, you're going to Hackmania, yes?
no. I did that once. I'm not doing it again. No.
Oh, fuck.
Why
I've
not?
got no one to hang out with.
Why
Detroit
not?
by dark.
Huh?
Why not?
Because I'm not going to waste my money to go. And
Well,
I gave Rocco the idea. The most guy that's been tearing me up on the internet for 3 years is finally coming to America. I told Rocco, Rochi's coming to America. This is the guy that has demoralized me, tore me apart every way to Sunday that he could, knows everything about me. And you don't think that'll be a good for the show? And they said no.
Yeah.
I said, okay, that's fine. I'm not going to go pay my money to fight a roach. I'm not. But they want to pay me to come down there. I'll give them the content they want.
Did he help you to fail so you could succeed?
He was one of the guys that definitely was a big thorn in my side that would come at me, my family. And yes, he made me a better podcaster and made me want to fight more. He was one of the people that was a key instrument to that.
Shout out to Rochi.
Husey, are you going
Ledge.
to Hackmania?
I am.
Oh, okay. I might. Look, if Karmic ends up going, I will be there for sure.
Oh, Karmic, that's another subject.
Maybe I'll drive up to Vegas and say hi. We can hang out for get lunch or something.
Are you going?
I don't know yet. I live, it's such a short drive from LA to Vegas, and I have other friends up in
Are
Vegas.
you in LA now? Are you in LA now?
I've been in LA for a decade.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I thought you were
Oh,
still
yeah,
down
yeah,
in
yeah.
New York.
Yeah, so
Karmic isn't going unless he gets permission from his David Bowie ugly
He
bitch
ain't going because
girlfriend.
he's all talk. And
I
he's got a
thought
lot of
if-
enemies that are going to probably come attack him. And he's not going to go because he's all talk. He's not.
I thought they
He's
broke
nothing
up.
to what he says he is.
They're back together because his Jack Queen Phoenix fucking ginger face. I hate him. He's a fucking piece of shit. Detroit by Dark. Thanks for the 5. Nice updated impression there, Mr. Blue Sky. Like that one.
Yeah. I love
Anyone
it.
going on the fishing trip with Dave, Sarah? No empty tackle boxes. Haka haka.
You know where I was last night? Last night I got invited by Alex Stein to Bubba's Love Sponge party last night. Me and my wife went to the party last night, and we had a blast. I met some big heavy hitters and podcasters. That one Matt Cox. He's almost as big as Patrick and David. Those guys. I met guys like that.
What, as opposed to a shiny cock?
Yeah, no, Cox. He was the kingpin in his time of the fraudulently real estate fraud. He did 11 years in prison. He's got one of the biggest podcasts. I met him and his wife. There was a lot of big people there. Alex and I remained to stay really good friends. He's done a lot for me. So he called me up, be at this party at 7. It was 4 miles down the road from my house. And I went, and it was interesting. A lot of old people there that were not my kind of people, but they were Bubba fans, and they all had big rings on them. They got this Bubba Army ring, these rings like the baseball players get when they win World Series. He's got a big ring like that for all his true fans, and it was nice. It was a good little thing. He's got a beautiful the studio. I walked in his studio, unbelievable studio, unbelievable the way he put some good money in that. He's got a good piece of property, and everybody had a good time, and we did too. And it was fun.
Was there any
Did you have
fucking
a
hot
green
chicks
screen?
there?
Not really. My wife was probably the hottest one there, so
Joey, is Alex Cox? Is he the Asian guy who will show people his yachts?
No. Alex
It
Stein.
Matt Cox.
He's Matt Cox.
Matt Cox, sorry.
Oh, Matt Cox, from what I understand about him, he was a career criminal, and he was a kingpin, according to what the articles say, of the scams, of real estate scams, and he made millions. Because we were talking last night when he found out about us going to prison. He said, "How much money did you guys get from the government?" And we told him 18,000. They put you in prison for 18,000. This guy got millions upon millions when he went 11 years.
Yeah, and Jordan Belfort went to prison too. So
yeah,
but this is a good team you're building for your presidential run.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Diablo Sandwich, thanks for the toe. Joey, what is the Bill of Rights?
I'm not doing any. I didn't come on here to do. You want to see me tonight? You want to ask me that on the political show I'm on at 9:00? We'll address that then. I'm here. Usually said he wanted to come on. Let's have some fun and rip on people, and that's what we're doing.
Are you going to be on Meet the Press?
I'm going to be on the only politics show in the Dabbleverse, OG Mumble and Nick and Crystal Liquid. They are a legitimate political show.
He's a fucking wokey lefty.
And what channel are they?
They're on YouTube. It's OG Mumbling Nick's channel. I don't. They just look up OG Mumbling Nick.
At some point you're going to have to do network television, Joey.
I am. I've already got a big. I've got some emails from political analysts that covered the local politics and the White House, and I know that I'm going to have to do interviews. They're going to want to know,
I'm sorry, my computer cut out. You say anal cyst?
I will be doing. I know eventually I'm going to have to go and face real news people, and they're going to want to know, why do you think you're going to make? Why are you running? You got no. It's coming. I've already talked to one reporter that's might be interviewing me in the next couple of weeks.
Oh, very cool.
The great Ashley Cummins, thanks for the toe. She says,
thank you.
Joey C for president. I'm going to ask people, who do you think's going to bang her first? Is it going to be Dave Sarah or Nasty Neil? I'm going to say a 5 if you think it's Dave Sarah, or a 97 if you think it's Nasty Neil. I want to know who's fucking Ashley, and it will happen, and it's going to happen soon. They all deserve it, right?
My answer to that, I think she's a woman that's not going to just lay down with anybody. I think she's got low class, and I think that the upper hand. And I like Dave Sarah, but I think Nasty Neil is more of a gentleman type. I think he might have a better chance. I'm
going to go on a limb and say it's a 3-day weekend. Mr. Kill's probably over there right now.
Well, no, you didn't ask about him. He is a real. He knows how to schmooze real good. He's definitely a ladies' man. I think so.
Husey, yeah, he's a ladies' man because he's got a pair of tits.
Yeah, well,
he's a lady boy, all right.
Tomorrow is Martin Luther King Jr. Day here in the States. How are you celebrating?
Yes, it is.
I'll watch Landman. NJ Ranger, thanks for the toe.
I'm going to play basketball.
Yeah, I'm going to watch White Man Can't Jump and pull a hamstring to prove them.
With respect to NJ Ranger, again, please, anyone, anything to ask me, I'm talking tonight on OG Mumble Mix. My main topic is my prison reform, but I'm sure we're going to have to answer some questions. You get that to Nick, and the vice president that I picked will be with me, and we announced him, and everybody knows that who he is and his real name, and I told him, "You sure you want to do this?" He says, because once they get your real name, you look out, they're coming after you. He's squeaky clean. He's got union ties. This is why I picked him. He's very strong with the union in New York. He's attached to a big university in New York. He has rental properties where he rents to people to help them get decent rents. He's never been arrested, and he's a good guy. A lot of people don't like him. Some people love him. Clearwater Chad is my vice president that I chose.
Can I make a suggestion before you commit to Clearwater Chad? And he's a great choice.
I already committed to him. He's already put down, and I already filed the paperwork.
I'm going to say, oh, well, then forget it. But you might want to.
So he's been committed.
Might want to get Scarlett Hampton on board because she has a lot of on-camera experience.
Yeah,
and she's definitely.
I like that kid. I've been on shows with her, and
look,
people are using her.
Yeah, for the black vote too.
Yeah. She can get out there as a surrogate, and she could make a speech for like 20, 30 minutes.
Right. Well, Mrs. Cummings offered. I didn't know she would be interested. She wanted to be my vice president running mate. I didn't know of her existence until I already made the choice.
Well, it's funny because when you speak about Scarlett and you say Mrs. Cummings, it's hard to know you're talking about two different people.
Scarlett is like old enough to be my granddaughter, so I get very offended when I see a guy like Shmuel Buckman drooling over her. I think it's wrong. Dude, you're in your 60s. She's 25, 23, 24 years old. Of course, it'd be wonderful if you were able to get something young and beautiful, but it's sick. It's sickening to even think that. I look at her like a granddaughter. You know what I'm saying?
But now, Joey, is Clearwater Chad, is he going to be running with you in character, or is he going to be running as himself?
No, he is my legitimate choice vice president. We're going to fight this all the way to the end and get on. He's going to help me get on. We're going to get on the ballot, and we're going to try to win this. If not, we're going to try to do the best we can to get our point of views out into the right hands of the people that can do this. So,
but when he's at, like in front of the League of Women Voters during the vice presidential debate against the other candidates, is he going to be doing the Clearwater Chad character?
No, he's going to be himself. His name is James Sardini. He's another Italian. That's his name.
He just doxed the guy.
Vice President James. No,
Sardini.
We did this yesterday on the show. He told who he was. James Sardini. We have to be transparent.
Is that a character name or something?
Clearwater Chad on the billboard. He has to have his real name. He's another Italian. So we got two Italians who've never been let into public office in a president role. They don't like Italians. America don't like Italians. We will be the first Italians ever be put in the White House.
Right.
Well, ironically, if I did ever meet Clearwater Chad in person, I would throw a sardine in his mouth. But I think what NJ Ranger's question was about, though, is it I think NJ's talking about people buying views for their accounts or buying.
I don't do it.
Apparently,
someone's been buying me views the last couple of weeks. I don't know why. I asked them not to. Listen, I draw 80 to 100 on a regular basis. I've been getting 200, 300. I listen. I ask people to stop it. You know they're not gonna. When I told them don't send me no campaign contributions and super tips, they were doing it just because to fucking get me business. So I had to call the FEC and let them know that I have a podcast on the Dabbleverse. I put it on record, and people are sending me. I had to. I have to be. If I break the law, one iota in this campaign, I'm going to prison, and I'm not going to prison for nobody. So I follow everything to the letter of the law. I'm very serious. Here's the problem: people need to realize, separate me from the Dabbleverse and take me serious. I know I got no shot to win, but give me my chance to show if I can make a difference.
I would have given $1 billion to have watched the other end of that line. Yeah. I would have loved to have been on that phone call, Joey.
Sex tourist Ashley Cummins is back. Thanks for the toll. She says, I want to be a director of intelligence, please. Well, I got to be honest with you.
Done. Listen, she knows a lot of people. I've heard her say she's been hanging out. She's hung out with presidents, with her mother. I've heard her say a lot of. Everybody told me now, I didn't like what I heard about her yesterday. They said she's nothing but the next Joey C. I read it on Reddit, that she's taken my paid playbook and trying to do exactly how I did to get to that word. I don't believe that. I think she's smart. No. I think she knows what she's doing.
She's been on Jake's show. Yeah, I think so.
Well, I'd rather Ashley be the director of intelligence than whoever directed her sister's film, Studio 666, with the Foo Fighters. That film is so bad that was the worst thing that happened to the Foo Fighters that year when that film came out. That's hilarious. Rest in peace, Taylor Hawkins. Hit the like button for drummer jokes.
Usually is the director of foreign affairs. I think Liam should be the director of ICE. I believe that's a perfect job for him.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, the only ice he knows about comes with his soda. Hit the like button for picking on that.
Only I want to direct this after it.
Listen, all I want people to know that This is not a work. I'm truly trying to do something here. I care. I love being an American. I got grandchildren. The future for children today is in jeopardy. Once this generation and my generation goes, you got nobody that has any stability to be hard to learn. These kids today, they play video games. Their mother and father say hello to them passing the hallway on their way to work, if they even have a mother and father. I didn't have both parents. So we need to fix a lot of things. We got children that I know the government knows that have been human trafficked. They're hidden in all different secret places. We know where they're at. Why haven't we took in the military and just go and kill all the people that took our children?
And if Joey's elected president, he's going to let them out of his shed.
Yeah. That's what they do.
And also, free every child that's out there. No children don't ask to come here. Children don't ask to be here.
That's right.
That's what they're doing in Area 52. It's actually a new Studio 54 for PDFs to get some sweet baby hiney.
It's sick, though.
Legal alien stuff
with a 4-year-old little girl. That's disgusting. And you shouldn't take them to trial. You should grab them and fucking string them up by their balls and their dicks and hang them and pull until it's broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
It's the truth. That's how I feel.
You never hear people say that, their balls and their dicks. I'm voting Joey.
You know, there's a country that if you break certain laws with if you like to rape women, I don't know. I don't know if this is 100%.
England.
They put ground up glass in the head of your penis, and then they dance around these hot women around you till you get an erection, and it cuts you, it shreds you. I don't know if that's true, but that's a good. I like that idea.
Yeah.
I do like that idea.
Usually, they'd never do that in England because they wouldn't do that to the royal family.
Shreds more than that.
I like it. Supernova.
I really was under the impression all this time that you really hated me. I think you said that the other day. You didn't, and I really thought you were one of the people that really thought I was despicable and didn't hate and really hated me. So I appreciate you when you said you did what you said the other day, and I thank you for that.
Supernova 82. He became a member of the Hit the Like button, which is the cheapest tier. So why not give somebody the cheapest tier? It's fun for everybody. Right, MBS?
Yeah.
I agree. Hit that like button and buy memberships. Let's help using it. What if he's got one for 99 cents? You got 99 cents laying around?
Yeah.
He gives great entertainment. He's funny.
Give to the hitch, man. Diablo Sandwich, thanks for the 5. More hilarious puns.
Here we go.
And hit the like button. Joey,
short answer is I'm in sign language class taking that. Yes, I neglected by not learning full sign language to my daughter.
Let the man read the super chat.
I got no excuse for it. But when she comes home in 130 days from prison, I'm going to be more fluent and I'll be more attentive to my daughter. So whatever you want to think of me, it's never too late to change your life for the better.
There you go.
Wait, can we read the super chat for the people who are just listening?
I knew it was
maybe for the visually impaired.
Yeah, but she's blind, so she can't see you doing the signs and
she's
anything.
100% deaf.
Well, for the podcast version, because I actually released a podcast version. Thanks for the money. Diablo Sandwich says, Joey, what's your counter messaging for when people learn you were too busy getting high to learn sign language to communicate with your daughter?
No excuse. 100% right. But I'm learning now, and I'm going to do better.
The second topic we wanted to speak to, thanks for the chats. Keep them coming.
I want to hear different methods of taking care of, the PDFs and stuff. If you couldn't do the thing where you pull their balls and their dicks, what would you do then?
This is my only personal. If a man has to rape children or rape women or go kill children like John Wayne Gacy did, and you have to do this, why? And you got the evidence that knows there's no way he's ever seen the. Why do you want to waste? You take him and you rape him continuously for a year. Let that happen to him. You give him what he did to them, and then you just when he's begging.
Why should he get a treat?
You put a bullet in the back of his head, in the back of his head, and you end his life. He doesn't deserve to be sitting in prison for 30 years, making paintings and getting publicity that he's some kind of good guy and rehabilitated. He ain't rehabilitated. A guy like Jeffrey Dahmer, those guys are broken from birth. You cannot repair guys like that. Those are the animals. You gotta put them down like you would an animal that's lame.
But would that lead to like a feedback loop of like rape? You have to rape the rapist, and then you become a rapist, and then.
Listen to me. I'm a firm eye for an eye, eye for an eye. Listen, look how many boys he raped and hurt.
Brown eye for a brown eye.
You know, listen, I'm tired of them. Well, we want to.
Won't be brown for much longer, brother.
Brain. The FBI has to find out the knowledge of his brain, how he ticks. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't patronize him. You don't fucking keep him alive. Listen, I don't care what anybody says. War is necessary. The borders, about the fentanyl coming in. Are we scared of the kingpins? You go in there with you storm door them and take them by the fucking balls out of their fucking country. You kill one of the biggest kingpins. The rest are going to stop thinking about. Don't fuck with America. Don't fuck. We're chicken shit. We're too chicken shit to do anything. Fuck world peace when it comes to that point. You go in and kill anybody trying to hurt our kids, hurt our children.
So the second topic I'm going to bring up for this lovely episode we're having, I think it was last night or 2 days ago or whatever. The lovely Scarlett Hampton,
an episode, all right.
Actor, was on the great El Horrible show, what's it called, Beat Dabbling Live. What an exciting title! And she went on, and it kind of got very awkward, and that they were kind of harsh on her, some pretty stiff jokes, and she seemed to be quite upset about it while talking about it to Brennan. So what we did, I put up a new poll in the chat. Tukey versus Scarlett, did he A, go too far, or B, it was just a joke? Joey, you mentioned that you get along with Scarlett from your interactions with her.
I've done a couple of shows with her, and I think she was to me. She don't perceive me as being what people are saying. Whether or not she's got a more famous sister and she's got a good family, she should be able to enjoy the fruits of that. If it's her sister, I'm not saying that she should take credit for it, but she should be able to be happy for her sister, that her sister's famous, and her sister and be able to be involved with things that people are going to ask her about her sister. If it gives her joy, let her do it. But I don't think she's never said nothing stupid to me. She's never been mean to me. So I don't need to attack her. I don't know her. I enjoyed the podcast I did with her. She presented herself well. She was funny, and I enjoyed it. And most people lie anyhow. Let me tell you, the people that attack you the most is because they're hiding something deep dark. And I had a couple people that stayed on me for 2 years until I flipped that script on and found out they were worse. They act like I got a 10-sheet criminal record. I don't. But they did, and they do that so no one could come onto them. But let me tell you something. If you follow patterns, when you got a troll that's really bad, one thing I promise you, he'll stay consistent in how he trolls. And when you change his names and tries to throw you off, you will detect who it is, because he will do the same pattern. It's like a serial killer. They have to kill. If they go too long without, their patterns are not going to change. So you're going to catch people. They're going to make mistakes.
Joey, I hate to interrupt, but can I ask a question? Are you saying she has a more famous sister, or are you saying
her sister is the one that is in the industry of in the public eye, isn't she? Her sister, correct?
No, I meant Scarlett Hampton.
Scarlett. I thought you were talking about Ashley. I'm sorry. Scarlett, listen to me. It's her choice to do what she wants to do with her body. It's her choice. Okay, is she out there?
Gotta hurt though.
Is she out there on a crack corner?
I get those two confused all the time, Joey. So it's totally understandable.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean no disrespect to nobody. I wasn't very hear what he said. But it's her. She's over 21 years old. She did it right. She got a contract. She did it professionally. That's her business. That's her business.
But
it is.
Don't rule after her, folks. That's creepy. She's only 25.
Is she damaged somewhere in her life? I don't know. Maybe someone hurt her where she feels less of herself. But I think she's confident enough to know she has value, because she's doing it. Like she said, I got a contract. She's not out there on a street corner like a crack whore or just doing it for a piece of crack rock. She got a contract. She's done it professionally. That's her choice. Why does anybody care what she does and how she makes a living? It's like if Liam really is a kingpin and sells cocaine, but he comes off with this happy, jolly guy that's a funny guy, but really Liam when he's going to leave here, he gets a phone call. We caught the guys that sold the 12 kilos, boss, and he can go there and be very ruthless and fucking chop the guy's head off, and then come back to us. And it's like he just had a steak dinner. That's
as long as he's nice to us, it's all fine.
Who cares what she does? She's not a child. It's her choice.
I wouldn't move kilos in Northern Ireland, where they're only 52 pounds each, apparently.
I mean, let's say Hughley. Do you think people really should mess with you? I knew for the first time I met Hughley. If you want to try to razz Hughley,
if you got
in Hughley's face, I guarantee you he can handle himself, and he will fucking take care of the business he has to do. He's not going to try to want to fight. You don't start trouble, but if trouble comes your way, you're able to take care of yourself, right?
I swear to fuck, there's nobody tougher than me. And if you want to go, I'll fucking kick your ass.
I know you will. I know you're being Irish alone. It's against your code to walk away from someone that's going to come at you like that. And you're going to give all your bet. In Irish, let me tell you, all the fights I got in my life, I would rather not ever fight an Irish guy again. They could scrap better than anybody I ever fucking known. And they could fucking hit hard. Let me tell you, that Irish guy can hit hard. I promise you that.
Mostly because we're always usually too drunk and too coked up to notice that it hurts. But the question I was saying, but do you think that El Horrible went too far with the?
He said he did. He apologized to her on air. He did apologize to her. He felt
it is pretty bad when you have to go on MLC to cool down.
I got all respect for Kevin Brennan. He's been giving me props, and I've had the last couple outings with him. It's been great. And someone got to hold me. Brennan, this is like the third time he said something really nice about you. I go, what? Brennan's talking nice about me. And he sent me a super chat on Christmas. I like Kevin. I really do. Shirley don't particularly like me talking to him. But you know what? No one tells me.
What do you think of Panhandler?
Panhandler's a douchebag. And I don't want to sound like I'm ruthless, but you know what? When he said he almost had a stroke, I was praying he would have, so we don't have to see him no more. I was really hoping that did happen. He's a fucking worthless piece of shit, the Panhandler. He's worse than Schmiel-Buckman. He thinks he knows everything, and he don't. His opinions are like assholes. Everybody fucking needs one.
And they smell like shit.
Exactly. So
you like the 8 opinions?
No, I'm saying everybody has an opinion, just like everybody needs an asshole. It's the same way. He's just another guy that talks behind the fucking mic.
So you like?
I don't like to put my finger inside somebody else's opinion, though.
No. Well,
if I was a guy I'm not going to hide it. I would tell Karmic needs to tell people that he has been fucked in the ass and he has sucked a dick, because it's very obvious he plays a homosexual very well.
Hey, if you think Karmic's been fucked in the arse and sucked a dick, let's see some 69s in the chat.
Do you think that Gilly is the catch of the year? Do you think that he's going there for strict sex of where she straps it on and fucks him? Come on.
I'd rather catch a fucking meat cleaver than catch.
Exactly.
She's just ugly as fuck.
She's worse than the backside of Chucky's ass. That's how ugly she is.
She's an unattractive cunt.
She's not unattractive.
If you find her attractive than you are in jail, there's people who have just got out of prison after 10 years, see her naked and go, I'll just watch TV.
I'll take it farther. I heard a rumor, and it's just right now I can't prove or disprove.
But she has a huge heart.
Karmic X's mother, she participates with them too. I don't know if that's true or not.
Fucking hell.
All right, that is not something a presidential candidate should be throwing.
Hey, don't judge. Don't
I'm being
kink shame.
transparent. This is me. This is my personality. I'm not going to be a phony being a president. I'm not going to lie to the American people, millions of people, and turn around and fucking. I'm in the Lincoln bedroom with every fucking girl in the room there getting a blowjob. I'm not going to be like that. You can't be like that. That's what's wrong with this country. There's too many fucking corruption and liars. And be honest. Be what you are.
Yeah.
Joey's going to be the president of Parting on Dawn. Hit the like button for The Simpsons.
I am going to crucify it if I ever got in. I'm going to make some really tough laws when it comes to trolls. I got an anti-trolling law that I'm going to build that these guys ain't going to get away of being trolls.
Going to crucify them like Jesus.
I'm going to slaughter.
Picture Rochi getting crucified for trolling.
Not good with nature river trolling. I'm talking about trolling that goes beyond breaking a lot of bad rules.
I love that there's 2 Europeans and a presidential candidate in this chat, and we know which one doesn't know the Bill of Rights.
That's right. I don't know the entire Bill of Rights. You got me. Okay? All right? But knowing the Bill of Rights, is that going to help me to make a point of what's broken in this country? No, it's not.
You can't crucify trolls, Joe.
Congress have to present to Congress. They have to vote on it. Then you have to take it to a bill to another vote. There's a lot of things to do when you got to get law and order. I understand that. I will know enough to do what I have to do.
They'll vote on it. They'll fucking kick it right out of the house.
Did you hear my prison reform views? Do you know how they're going to kick it out for sure?
I'm talking about the bill about crucifying trolls.
Not the way it's written. You know, people commit suicide. Being trolled. There's been cases of reported suicides from people being demoralized and being trolled hard. These guys go too far. They go to your house. I'm talking about stuff like that. If you break those laws like that.
I mean, the governor of Florida might get away with that shit, but not the president of the United
States.
He's
a piece of garbage.
Ron DeSantis is a piece of garbage?
He's all for himself and all for anybody that's got millions of dollars in the bank. He doesn't give a rat's ass about anybody else. He's a guy that just went on air and said, if anybody, you got my permission to run over anybody that's, I guess it's whoever's coming in, the bad people coming into each state, run them over. If the people, the illegal immigrants, run them over. It's okay, murder them. We don't care. What you're gonna? He did it. He was right. That's how you should handle it. Fuck trying to get them arrested. Someone comes at me and they're gonna hurt my family. I'm running them over my car and I'm gonna kill them and run over. I'm gonna back up the car on them until they're dead.
Joey, I want to see the other candidates have to do 4 debates in front of the League of Women Voters with you, man. I'm not kidding. I support you 100%.
I get along with women. I know how to listen. My mother was not very.
Your mother was a woman.
Loving. She didn't say love you. She was tough. She taught me 2 things. My mother came to me and said, "You're going to be nothing but a short little shit if you don't fucking get tough and stand up for yourself. Everybody's going to take a piece of you all your fucking life. Is that what you want? You want to be a fucking pussy?" And my mother made me fight. She made me fight.
She would never join you and Mrs. Catalano in bed. I know your mom's a lady.
My mother is unbelievable, a good person when it comes to that. But she wasn't affectionate. She didn't have time. My dad left her with 4 kids at a young age, and my mother did the best she could. She's alive now, and I have nothing but respect for my mother. So, you know.
MBS, would you like to read this lovely comment from Panhandler, maybe using one of your political impressions?
I don't have any. I'm just going to read it normally. Will the first back page lady give complimentary handies in the Lincoln bedroom to visiting dignitaries?
Okay. My short answer to that, since you're told 100% of not being transparent in that, you cannot prove my wife was ever on Backpage. You cannot prove. You're just a troublemaker. What? But we know for a fact that you suck dick. We know for a fact that you like it in the ass, and we know for a fact that your mother molested you as a child. So go fuck yourself, handler.
Wait. Hold on. I'm very behind on this.
He's talking about my wife, the first back page lady, being a prostitute. He thinks that
Mrs. Catalano was in Backpage.
That's what he claimed. That's what he claimed.
No, wait. He's not saying that.
Yes,
You're saying that now.
That's directed towards me. I promise you. Yes, it is.
For those of you at home, Backpage used to be a website where prostitutes would advertise.
Which was shut down by the federal government a few years ago.
Blackmarket.com is where Ray DeVito got his laptop.
I tell you what, I'm going to run an ad. You send me the money that my wife's a prostitute. We'll come and service you. Well, but come on. You want to send? Obviously, you know about these sites. You want ladies like this. So send me the money, payment up front, and I'll make sure you get taken care of.
Okay? Yeah, Backpage is also where Matt Mead bought his 17,000 laptops. That's how he met Scarlett.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Doom's in the chat, and she's saying that your wife gave rub and tugs.
My wife never gave anything. My wife is not a
rub
whore.
It in.
My wife does not do things like that. My wife is educated. She's back in school now. She's going to get another degree. My wife is a minister. She's a minister. She's got a theology degree. My wife is a very intelligent woman and a very good looking woman. And it never bothered her. She used to beg me, just let it go. It ain't true. But I would fight everybody up. But you know what? If you want to say my wife, they will not come to my face and tell me that. And I've met them in public. So unless they're going to do that, it don't matter what they think. Because I'm one of the most blessed men. I got a wife that does anything for me without asking. I've never been turned down. If I wanted to have sex with my wife in 10 years, she's never told me no. Not one time.
Not even when you don't have money?
Not even one time. I don't need money for my wife.
I'm just kidding, Joey.
She's the prime minister.
My sugar mama. She's my sugar mama.
No,
I'm telling you, that's my joke back there. She's my sugar mama. She married me when I had lost everything, and took care of me.
She sucked your dick?
My wife was a very successful drug dealer. She was my plug. That's how I met her.
Wait. So hold on. If you were president of the United States, you would enact a bill to crucify Doom?
I love Doom. I'm going after Doom.
Well, Doom's trolling you right now.
But Doom always told me. I got an understanding with Doom. Doom and I have been going back from the very beginning. So
and you know, Doom, it wouldn't hurt to put me in one of the intros.
Doom is okay. If he likes you, he could do good for you. I got no beef with Doom. So
see, I heard Doom's a lady and a hot piece of ass.
Well, I heard it was a lady too, but I can't prove that or disapprove that. Yeah. I don't know that to be true.
Well, speaking of which, we're getting some sexy messages here from Ashley. We know something's going on here between her and Dave. She goes,
Yeah.
"Happy birthday, Dave, Sarah."
Stara.
For Stara?
Stara. That's what she
Well,
said.
they live near each other, don't they?
Yeah, connected by a dick. Dave's
I like
gonna
Dave Sarah. He
fuck
made
the
apology
shit
to
out
me.
of
He's
her.
a good guy. He apologized for everything he did to me.
Supposed to be David Stark.
Oh. Well, there you go. Is David Starr not one of the Starsky and Hutch guys?
Well, that
I'm
was
just
David.
worried
That was
about-
David Soul, wasn't that David Soul that played Hutch?
I'm just
That was
worried
Ben
about
Stiller.
voting for a president who would enact a crucify the trolls law and then selectively enforce it, depending on whether or not he liked the troll.
It's got nothing to do with that. I said break any law that could be hurtful, and what they do when they go above and beyond of how they troll. If you're
Right.
just busting balls, no, of course not. That'd be ridiculous. Liam, you
Yeah,
know as
Busting
well as I
balls
know.
and dicks.
There's a lot of people in that chat room that go above and beyond, and you get the vibe that they would hurt you and come out to your house and hurt you.
Okay.
They
'Cause I did this is like crucify the trolls. That's different than crucify the
Right.
harmful trolls.
Maybe bad choice of words, but I'm just trying to point that there are people that go way beyond what they should, and that's got to
Okay.
be stopped.
I got confused. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I have a way of sometimes coming out too fast with trying to get my meaning
No.
out. and I confuse
No,
people.
it's me. It's politics is way above my head. I don't.
No,
know
I
what
don't
it
believe that for one bit. That's you. That's you getting ready to set me up for something here, and I already see it.
No, I'm not. I'm serious. If I was going to set you up, I would have done
Harder
it.
than you
5
try to
minutes
be,
ago.
Liam. I know your intelligent level.
We get the lovely FKA mommy in the chat. Thanks for the toe. Loophole, I could do it in her accent because loophole fucking lawyer is on. Ciao, Vincenzo. What is ciao? Does that not mean bye?
This Mammy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She wants to be the secretary if she ever get in office.
Hey,
Taking us-
she get my fucking vote if
You
you
can
know
be
what
the
I mean.
maid.
No, I would never. That's no.
Yeah, she made me come all over myself. Oh!
You know, I want to employ a lot of people. I want to help people that really deserve it. You know.
Do you find Hughesy's Italian accent to be racist? Because I do.
I don't. I love Uzi for the daytime I ever met him. I've been on the. He's the best at what he does, and I don't understand. I'm glad that now he could go live in America. A year and a half ago, he had to tape. He had to tape everybody through Zoom, edit it, and put it up. They wouldn't allow him to do this live stuff. He's come a long way. Usually, he's the man.
And I love Italians.
I tell you what, he'd be the guy I would if I was in a bad situation. If I was out in a bar, he would be the guy I want next to me, help me fight. I promise you that.
See? But Liam, I just get you. Do you think that El Horrible and went too far on Scarlet?
I did. Well, first of all, I didn't watch it. The only thing I know about that appearance is what I heard on Kevin's show. I don't watch Rocco's show, but I will say
Called in his show. Didn't you call into his show not too long ago?
I called into his show 2 years ago.
Okay, I thought you called in a couple months ago. I thought I heard you call in.
No, it might have been someone doing a hilarious impression of me.
Okay, that's
but
possible.
I guarantee you won't hear me on Rocco's show anytime soon.
Let me ask you everybody a question. Is Stuttering John relevant enough now that everybody has to survive off of him? Or is Stuttering John really old news? That's my question.
That's a great
news.
question you asked, Joey, because that actually comes up to my third and final topic I would like to speak about. Just put up a new poll in the chat. At the minute, we've now got to the Stuttering John versus Karmic feud. Those fucking pair of dicks. And, of course, it's the usual stuff. Oh, come say this to me, face. I'll say it to your face, so I will, don't you know? That's what these arguments are like.
Come
So-
say it to my face.
Why don't you come say it to my face? It'll be right up Gilly's ass. Try not to puke, don't you know? So the question in the poll is Karmic versus Stuttering John, who you got? And here's the options. I went for A, Stuttering John, or B, Karmic. I know how to do a show. This is good stuff. We're having a good time. But yeah, Joey, so what you were saying is, I think what's happened with Stuttering John. Fuck you!
I know John pretty well, and I've done a lot of streams with him, but I can't get mad at the guy anymore. Stuttering John one thing that no one could take away. I don't care how you chop it up. Everything he had, he did do. He had a contract with Jay Leno. He was on Howard Stern. He had a record contract. He's been in movies. He did all that. His track record did all that. Did Karmic? Karmic did not do that. Now, do I think
does he have OCD?
Karmic has a talent of this. Karmic is very good at wheeling in the money. He knows how to make that fucking money, and that's all that counts. He's got people on the hooks to throw him money all day long. He's got a talent unbelievable past that. But is Karmic really a guy that if listen, Alex Stein called me the other day live from his show, wanting to know why Karmic's the money, and said to everybody, Joey C was the reason why Karmic was on there, and he shit on me, and I really made some introduction to him. I'm a nobody. I've learned every day to be better. But you know what? I do have the knack to get with the right people and get their confidence enough to trust me enough to be with them. I do have ends with a lot of places. I worked in baseball for 30-something years. I have a lot of people that I've done a lot of good things for. But I would have helped Karmic because I thought he had a certain talent. But now, after what he did to me, coming after me, and you know what? He folded. I buried him on fucking Brennan. I buried him last week on my 2 shows. 12 hours later, he goes, I think I better make peace with Joey C. I didn't want his peace, so I went at him harder. And all he could say is, fuck me. I'm a dog shit on the side of the road. That's his best he can come at me. And
what do you think of his piece?
Until he's on his knees apologizing. He's going to have to suck the apology out of me now. He's going to have to suck it out of me so he can say it back to me because he's garbage. And Melton is smart to just fucking do away with that guy because who you want, Karmic or Cumia? Cumia is a bigger name and has got real stuff he's done. Karmic came out too much of a big head too early. And he trashes all the wrong people. He's trashing the people that if he would have stayed kosher, would have probably got a lot of heat. He's going to be dead by December. Karmic will be a memory.
Karmic's going to be dead?
Dead as far as popularity in the devil.
Oh, okay. You're not threatening him.
No.
Okay.
As far as Karmic being anything of the devil that will die by December.
Okay, because I heard you're a Colombo associate, so I don't want you on here threatening anybody.
The problem I think with Karmic is that he's such a weak pushover little cunt that you can tell that he's like he will have a feud with Joey when he's told to have a feud with Joey, and he will love MBS when he's told to love him. Like he had like, do you ever remember the time? What's it, Ari Jane, where Karmic was just doing the show, checked his phone like this, and then he goes, "You know that Ari Jane's a cunt, so she is, don't you know?" And you go, wait, you just hated her guts all of a sudden over like a period of 8 seconds, and he went off on this big rant about her, and then it turned out that his very attractive girlfriend Gilly, also really funny as well, had him block her on everything, and you just think you're unmasculine ginger bitch, and you cry and you pretend to get drunk, and it's like, just drink water. Like it's okay to say, yeah, I don't want to drink. It's fucking. I think he's fucking pathetic. What do you think, MBS?
Yeah, I think you're right. He flip flops a lot.
I know Liam's got some choice words. I'd like to hear Liam's version of Karmic.
I like Karmic, and I hate to say it, but what he's doing is pro wrestling, and it's fun. It's fun to like buy into the reality of what he's doing. I hate when he breaks kayfabe, and to me, I wish he kind of like had the really strength of conviction in what he's doing to really like follow through on his.
If he did have that conviction from his soul, I think you're right. I think he would be something big.
I mean, he's not a bad dude, and he wants to play a bad dude, and that's the problem.
But you do agree he has sucked a dick before and had a dick in his ass before?
I don't agree with that at all. Actually, I think the opposite. Actually, I think where he lives, there's probably very little opportunity.
What about a farm animal? That you give me that? Did he go do anything with a farm animal?
He doesn't get that vibe to me, man. I think he really was a dude who like maybe Gilly was his first girlfriend. And I
think Gilly was his first.
I think he's autistic, but not gay.
Can I say something about a guy that I always love, and for some reason you can't not help to love him? But
Jeffrey Epstein,
Jake Hudson. If he had a handler, if he had a guy like Perry Caravello, Jake Hudson would be #1 in the fucking business.
I just want to get back on topic for 1 second. I think the thing about Karmic that everybody forgets is this is a dude who has always lived in a town of 5,000 people.
Less than that.
And suddenly he's exposed to like an audience of people from all over the globe. And there's a certain level of sophistication that he still doesn't have. And so we're all judging him on a standard that he has no possibility of achieving unless he moves out of where he is in Minnesota right now.
Never seen the world. He's seen nothing.
He's a guy who's mostly interacted with the world through watching television and reading shit on the internet. So I give him a lot of leeway that I wouldn't give like Husey, for instance.
How long are you going to give this leeway for, though? How long are you willing to go?
It doesn't. I don't give a shit. Like,
okay,
I just buy into the guy's.
He needs you in his corner, and that's mighty noble of you. It really is.
I don't watch his show now because it just like kind of is the same, you know. And it's like, to me, if his show isn't going to evolve and his character isn't going to grow and he's not going to like develop new beefs or new ways of doing shit, eventually I'm just going to fall off.
But do you agree, as tired of an act as Melton is at being on so long, Melton would destroy him if he ever go one-on-one with Melton. Melton would eat him alive.
Dude, he's a farm kid. Like
he eats everything.
Dude, anyone could destroy Karmic, which is why he fucking cries out of frustration on his stream, because he doesn't know how
one
to
time
do
he
that.
says, "I do this. I got no friends. I need friends."
He's
crying, literally crying over this.
He lives in the middle of nowhere. He's got Gilly's his girlfriend. He barely sees her.
No, he sends all that money to Gilly. That he's giving her that money.
Let me finish my
You don't
sentence.
think Karmic's kind of a badass?
No,
Dude, all of Karmic's friends in the Dabbleverse are fucking with him. He doesn't know which way is up half the time. Like,
He's
people
quite
befriend
sentimental.
him so that they can turn around and talk shit about him on their show.
Hit the like button.
Hit the like button. Absolutely.
Chris Mack, thanks for the toe. It's one of my hilarious
Great guy
impressions.
right there. Now there's a class act right there. Let's talk about Chris Mack. 100% class across the board.
He's got a lovely smile.
Also known as OG Mumbling Nick.
Jesus Christ, you're getting a bit harsh there, MBS. Two of my bosses are on screen, and my mistress is in the chat. I'm going to say that his mistress is NJ Ranger. I've heard that about him. I'm just saying. Not that there's anything wrong with it, right, guys?
I know this one thing. Chris Mack was really in trouble when I was passing by. I would go out there and endanger my life to help him. That's how much I think of him as a man.
Well, I think it would help Chris Mack to hit the like button. It's still funny. Garfrey, can you read that, Liam?
Joey, why the stuttering speed talk? Slow down.
Listen, I don't mimic nobody. I, since a little boy, have always been hyper individual. I wasn't allowed in my mother's house after 10 o'clock at night because her neighbors would complain I was too loud. I am just naturally hyper. God gave me great vocal cords. When I start getting a little on the edge, I get excited and I just ramp it up. That's just my personality. Never going to change that. I'm sorry.
You were not allowed inside your
After
mother's
10 o'clock
house.
at night, when I this is after I was already gone and had my own family.
Oh, okay.
I would have to be gone by 10 o'clock because I would be so loud in my mother's house. The neighbors would call her the next day. The little old staff and little ladies in the neighborhood would, "Why is your son so loud?" You know, so.
I did not know until literally today that I can give away 10 free memberships
Every month
per
on the
month.
first, yes.
I did not know that. So there you go. These, I don't know what level of tier it is either, but you can get a membership and help the Hitchman, the little Hitchman.
Puppets tier.
Joey, were you in like a club fed type prison, or were you in like a real?
I went strictly to a camp. I did, yes.
Okay.
I had no doors were locked. It was more like a college dorm. We had a rec room that had a
But
pool
there were
table, had
crocodiles or whatever.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Or alligators around the jail.
No, we weren't. Now we're in the middle of Florida. There wasn't a lot of lakes. I was closer to Ocala, Florida, which is about the mid part between probably about 40 miles from Orlando. I was in a small town. The prison it's the federal prison's largest prison in their system. You got two regular hardcore prisons, two medium prisons, two low prisons, and then the camp. The camp used to be a girls' camp, but there was a big incident that happened where the guards were sleeping with the inmates, and the girls filed a lawsuit because they got pregnant, and they got out of their sentences, got released, got paid a lot of money, and two of the guards came to work and dressed up in their blues, and in the parking lot blew their brains out over this. So they closed it down as a woman's thing and turned it back to a male camp.
You have no idea how many people break into women's prisons every year.
I'm gonna tell you right now that's something I'm not proud of. My daughter's in prison, my deaf child, and she was raped by a guard in her first year.
Male guard or female?
Male guard.
Wow. When that happens.
So.
Now, were you in like a Henry Hill type camp?
Yes,
like,
I was. I had a suite as it could be. No doors locked. I could walk out to the road. I could leave at any time. But if I got caught, I was going to be. Then I'd be put in a regular prison. But we had it made. We had it made.
His prison was like a farm, and he would go meet his wife at the edge of the at the fence around the farm every week.
I'm going to tell you this. Every night there was a lot of rich people where I was. We had a lot of white collar guys that were rich. We had a lot of guys that were stockbrokers, doctors. They gave a guy that was 78 years old. He was a doctor for 45 years. His clients were all uppity rich people. He got caught writing scripts of anything. This guy was so skinny and barely could walk, and they gave him 6 years. And this guy was the nicest guy, and he looked like Dr. Frankenstein. He just didn't take care of himself, and he was a very successful doctor. I was in there with lawyers. I was in there with some ex-football players that were pro players, basketball players. And then you had there was 100 Latino guys in there that came from Puerto Rico. They were part of the biggest crime organization in Puerto Rico. And the guy that was next to me, they barely spoke English, but through translator, he told me the night that he got arrested, he was he went home. He had a nice day with his wife. He got dressed. He put his suit on. He had a steak dinner. He loaded the car up. He was going on a contract hit to kill 3 guys. And it was a setup. As soon as he pulled up to take out the 3 guys, the Fed swarmed him, arrested him, caught him dead to right. They had it on tape that he was going to do this hit. And these guys got 20, 30 years. All 100 of them were indicted and all arrested with 20 years plus. And
which basketball player?
He was a foreign. He was a pro basketball, but not NBA. He was over in Italy. He was a player, and his name was Matt. And I can't think of his last name. But he kept
McEneaney.
We had him looked up by family. He was a basketball player, but he claimed to be a superstar. But when some inmates got him on the basketball court in the prison, they tore his ass up, and it was hard to believe that he was a star. You know what I'm saying?
Wait,
what do you mean, literally?
They ass raped him?
No, they took him out to see how he bragged about how such a great basketball player he was, and he got caught for fraud with his company. He claimed he had a Fortune 500 company. I can say this 100%. When you get money on the books that people send you for your books for your commissary, he had $140,000 on his books that he put on, his lawyer put on there, that he did have money. And there was a guy in there that was a Bitcoin scammer. He was a guy that broke into Bitcoins. People that lose their once you lose your password, you can't get another one. He knew how to get in there and steal everybody's crypto money. And he got 6 months he wrote one false thing on a statement and they get him 6 months. I was with a doctor who was a doctor. He was a hair doctor, and he turned out he said that he don't know why he was
a veterinarian.
He ratted on everybody. So I was with a lot of guys that had money, a couple drug dealers, but
a hair and horse doctor.
I mean, most guys were cool there.
Wait, Husey, are we on the Scarlet question or are we on the Karmic's question? I can't remember.
Well, they're both whores. But the Karmic versus Stuttering John.
I genuinely can't. Oh, it's Karmic's versus Stuttering John.
Yeah. Ghost Crusader, thanks for the 5. Karmic is Bob Karmic is Bob Backlund. Gilly is George Animal Steel, or the Trash Man from Always Sunny. I've got a hot take for you. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Not funny. There you go.
I would say the first 20 seasons were great.
Yeah, but
I thought your take was going to be It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Gilly reminds me of Rosie O'Donnell, fat and ugly.
She reminds me of David Bowie because her cunt smells.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Loophole Lady, thanks for the toe. I've got a toe for you. I don't know what the fuck that means. Jake Hudson is the Duke of the Dabbleverse. He is,
hands
especially
down, had a handler, he'd be number 1.
He's royalty.
Yeah, he really is, especially if being a Duke means shit under your fingernails.
Do you know anybody that can interview better than Jake? Jake knows how to interview somebody. I'll give you that. He knows how to interview people.
Hey, how big's your cock? Hit the like button.
But Jake did tell me one thing. I've been disturbed ever since he told me. He told a story about some rats or something that got caught in his refrigerator van. But he said it that they went to commit suicide. That's what Jake said. They committed suicide. That's what he said on the
because they couldn't stand the smell anymore.
Hey,
I don't know.
Husey. Hey, Husey. Go to my buy me a coffee.
Thank you.
Do you like rats,
You
Joey?
order me a pizza?
No, I don't. I just went through a big episode in the apartment building I had lived in for the last 3 years, and I was invaded by rats. I killed, on an average of 3 or 4 or 5 a day, big rats. I killed over 50 rats on my last 4 months living in this place. I thank God not one of them got into my apartment. But they were on. I opened my back porch one day, and they were just sitting there looking at me like they wanted me to let them into the house as a guest.
Well,
But
Joey,
I set
I'm gonna-
traps and I killed them. I killed them. I stayed up and I harpooned them. I put knives on sticks and I fucking crucified this one fucking rat. I fucking stabbed him 100 times.
Hell yeah.
So
Joey, I'm going to ask you
Yeah.
a question that William F. Buckley asked George H.W. Bush when he ran for president. Ass man or boob man?
Ooh.
I'm actually pretty equal on both of them. I think a woman has to have booty and she has to have.
Get off the fence, Joey. America.
I'm a feet man first and foremost.
Feet?
Feet's got to be beautiful. You got ugly. A woman got.
Wait, I have a foot.
I ain't going near it.
Quentin Tarantino over here.
Your feet got to be pretty. You got to have a nice small.
Yeah, but do you like man?
No, I don't like anything about a man. There's not even one thing on my body that's feminine. I'm all masculine.
What about someone like Brad Pitt who has tiny feet?
No,
with
not
nice
interested.
feet on
I don't like dudes, Lehman. I'm sorry that you might possibly go that route, but that's
just
not
the
for me.
feet, just the feet, not the rest of the body.
I
just-
said small, pretty feet. Women
Right.
that have small, pretty
Do you
feet.
have small, pretty feet? With
I
nice
don't
feet
care.
on
I'm not
them?
interested.
What if you just
Here's a nice compliment from the lovely Chrissy Webster. Thanks for the 10. Oh, no, I'm not doing
Thank
that
you
for a
very
10. Joey looks very presidential this evening. That's you.
Thank you.
Gee, here, and to follow that up one with I. I killed.
And how do you know this? What's your facts behind this? Because this boy has never snitched on anybody.
Wait, it's a
because I
picture.
do have a good reputation for it.
Joey, it's a picture of Courtney Love, and it says,
I don't know who
killed-
it is. I don't care. The point is that you can say what all you want, but far from the truth. If you could prove me wrong, which you'll never find me stitching about anything, but go ahead, do your best. You should have sent him more than $2 though, because if you want to ask stupid questions like that, he was worth $10 to send to usually.
Just for the listeners at home, Joey Def a snitch in jail. That's what I killed. Kurt says.
Yeah, but if you were to release the Epstein files, wouldn't that be snitching?
Well, I think it's my civic duty if I got in office to have to, so I don't construe that as if they already made the mistake and already covering up. So I'm just giving the people what they deserve to see. I didn't create none of that,
What if,
So those are people that, again, that are hurting children, abusing young girls, whatever they're doing. They're bad people. And if President Clinton really was back and forth on that flight, then President Clinton could suck a dick and he should be put in prison.
Oh wait, Joey. Let me ask you this: what if your like rich friends from prison in Florida? They were in the Epstein files. I mean,
Listen, I don't know. They weren't my friends. Number one, they were just people that were locked up with. So I got no allegiance to them, and it's not my business. I don't fault. Listen, if you gotta go out and make a living by fucking being a mobster, it ain't my business how you put the food.
Remind me
as
what
long as you respect certain things and don't hurt women, don't hurt children, don't hurt senior citizens. I don't give a fuck what a man does for a living.
Yeah, what do we do with them again?
If with the people that are child molesters,
Yeah,
you gotta take them, tie them at the balls and nothing, hang them, torture them. I believe you should each day take a finger off, saw off a finger, pull their fingernails first one day, start little bit at a time. You want to kill them. You want to give them enough pain that they'll last for 7 days of cruel punishment. And then you want to stick ice pick in their balls. That's the fucking best. And then put their head in a vice like Tony Splotches do and pop their eyeballs out. When they beg you to kill them, you don't. You let them suffer some more. And then when you finally feel you had enough, you have one of your guys just put a bullet in the back of his head, and then you take him and you throw him in a pit of fire and you burn him. And that's it. He's gone.
Are you going to use Guantanamo Bay for this?
No.
I
might go out and do it myself. I might go out and get these people myself.
Right. If only Kamala Harris had been brave enough to say what you're saying today, Joey.
Well, that's good. That's a good woman then.
I killed Kurt. Thanks for the 2 has returned. Joey been dry snitching all
Never in my life.
He's a yenta.
Never, yeah,
Joey,
I'm a
Joey,
yenta.
I'm only laughing
No,
at the idea.
I'm not a Jewish yenta. I'm sorry. I know the term yenta. I went to school with a lot of Jewish guys. I'm not a yenta. Sorry to tell you. I knew a lot of yentas that sucked dick at 16 because they said it was okay to suck dick. They couldn't fuck, but they could suck dick. It was okay.
I agree with Daytois. I'm so voting for Joey.
Thank you very much.
And she's a real woman, by the way. I thought she.
Is this the same date? Is it the date that's been around the Dabbleverse from the beginning? Is that the
Yeah.
same one? I've had words with her in the beginning, and I apologize to her. Me and her went a couple rounds before.
You know what, dude? I had the same thing, and then I was on stream with her. She's a very nice lady.
I was told that she was. I misjudged her, and I said some harsh things to her.
No, you didn't
I said,
misjudge her.
"Oh,
She's really rude, but she's a very
She
nice
can be a cunt, but it's
Yeah.
only a goof, you know.
Again, now I think you've been on with me with Jake a few times. I think you know that a lot of people, I came off the wrong way with a lot of people thought I was only after Jake because I wanted to bounce off of him. That was so far from the truth that finally when someone saw that, and I think it was Bobby Nix and Stormy that fucking went to bat for me to see that I think you guys are wrong. I wasn't trying to hurt Jake. I stayed a friend of Jake. I've never talked bad about Jake. And he's insulted me. He's thrown me off his shows. He's fucking blocked me 100 times. But I always loved it. When I thought Jake was in trouble, I sent the police to his house to make sure he was alive. I did. I was the one that did that.
You snitched on him?
No, I called. I think something happened to Jake Hudson. I think someone hurt him. Please go and check out my friend.
Oh,
And they went out there and did a wellness check on him.
Well, I would like to do a wellness check on the like button. It's still funny when I say the exact same thing
Can
every
you
time.
imagine the cop that's called for a wellness check on Jake, and he shows up?
And
And he
Jake called
just
me and
can't
thank
tell.
you very much for caring. He did. He
You
was
just
very
can't
happy.
tell if that's his normal living situation or if he's. Have you seen his bathroom? Has he ever shown you his bathroom?
No, I don't. Well, I probably has. I don't
If a
remember.
cop showed up
it.
for a wellness check and saw that bathroom, they might take him into custody.
Why is it true now, Mr. Blue Sky? I think you know Jake a lot better than a lot of us. Is it true that he has a cousin that's seriously on drugs and it hurts and takes advantage of Jake, like breaking up his things at home and stuff? Is that true? I heard.
yeah,
that
it's like a lot of his stuff. He had a headset, and yeah.
But the cousin takes good care of him. The lady cousin, right? She cares for Jake and does a good job with him.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. So yeah.
His
Wouldn't
niece.
hurt her to cut his fucking nails.
But don't you think Rev Fugly did the best ever sending him that kid? That was the funniest thing I ever heard in my life. That was funny. I got to give him props for that.
What's
Well-
that family that lives in Arkansas and they're completely inbred?
Well, I don't know.
Clintons?
No, that's not in Arkansas.
Oh, sorry.
I think it's West Virginia or something.
Virginia.
West Virginia does have a lot of inbreds.
But it's like a very famous family. They're all inbred.
Well, speaking of inbred, Liam wants to go make a sandwich. Liam, what? I've got everybody's plugs linked
The
on
Whitakers,
below, so
they
what-
had it.
Thank you.
What
Dave.
do you have coming up
Whitakers,
that we should be looking out for? Hit the like button.
I'm going to be out campaigning for Joey for president.
Liam, it's always a pleasure to talk with you. I've always enjoyed you. You've busted my chops on Raised a couple times, but I've never could say I would believe anything that people tell me about you unless I saw facts.
Never.
So
In fact,
I do enjoy you, Liam. I do enjoy you.
I'm serious. I want to bring crucifixions back to the White House lawn.
Thank you. We should.
Yeah.
Do you think let me ask the last final question. Is the Vatican corrupt or not? Is the Pope corrupt or not?
Yes. Yes.
Most corrupt person. Anybody that's got to drive around with a bulletproof fucking car, you know he's got fucking danger problems.
I have a
Religion
question
is
for you, Joey. Joey, is Liam fat?
I think Liam is pleasantly plumped. I don't know that I could say he's fat. I only see his face and his shoulders.
I want to interrupt this amazing. I want to ask. Is that really Mersh's girlfriend in the chat saying I'm the worst?
That's the lovely ice dancer who will have hit the like button.
The worst.
I'm the worst. Here's
a guy that I think is the worst in the
Mersh
world,
on
but I love him as a
camera.
person. Ray DeVito he doesn't know. He's the worst of the worst. But Ray is a nice guy. I would like hanging out with Ray. He's a kind man.
I would have argued with you up until about 2 minutes ago.
I think Ray, and I hope this is him lying. I think he tried to hint the other day that he banged Hope because I don't believe that at all. I think her cunt would fucking tear him apart. And if he did bang her,
Ray likes to throw back a few beers and stuff. He does like to drink.
In all sincerity, and I'm not taking a shot at Ray, I genuinely think he's too anxious and afraid of people in general to ever have sex with a woman.
I think that's true.
I think
He's
like
a nice
a lot
guy. Ray's a good, wholesome. He reminds me of somebody out of Mr. Rogers' show.
No,
He's
he's
just
really
there and
not.
he's so pleasant to look at and talk to, you know?
he's
and he
really not.
smells like a horse.
But the
You
fact
know?
that the fact
Yeah,
that
but that's because he should floss his chin.
Yeah. Well, he does got a good butt chin. He does have that. He's got the best in the business.
Yeah, but what would you rather smell? Jake's fucking feet Jake's fingernails or Ray's chin?
I don't know. That's a toss.
Let's see
His
some.
gout toe.
Yeah, one thousands in
In
the
the
chat if you vote
gout
Ray. So Liam, what have you got coming up that we should be looking out for?
I have a special at watchliam.com. New Jersey Ranger was a huge fan of it, from what I understand. And also, you can follow my Substack at writeliam.com.
Yes.
And other than that, I got nothing to promote right now. Right this
Real
second.
quick, I got 2 things to promote. I don't care about my channel. 2 things I want people to really watch. Storage Pours. Rocco has total content control. He's paying for all the lockers. I get to keep all the proceeds. He's doing the editing. He's putting up Storage Pours. It's going to be big. But what's coming up February, the first Sunday before Valentine's Day, the great Mike Buschetti and I are doing a show together. We're doing a Mafia show. Signed, done deal, everything. Me and Mike Buschetti will be on air the first Sunday before.
Wait, what?
Me and Mike Buschetti.
Why didn't you bring this up at the beginning of the episode?
Brennan put us together the other day. We
I
hit
have
it
a
off
million-
so well.
Put it
We got
together?
a show coming out of it.
I'm sorry, I was talking. Who put it together?
Brennan introduced us, and
You put it-
because he
okay.
thought it would be good chemistry.
And now you're
and
dating.
we hit it off very well.
And now you guys are going to do a mafia show?
We're going to talk about Mike. Mike has some great ties, family and friends that he grew up with in New York, and I've got some story. We're going to do. Our
Is he
first
allowed
episode is going to be on
to
Al
talk about
Capone.
that?
Al Capone.
Wait, is he allowed to talk about that? His ties to the Staten
Mike,
Island
we're
mob?
going to be talking. We're not going to be trashing people. We're going to talk the history of these people and why people hate them, why people love them, and what they did bad and what they did good to the society.
Oh, Joey, you're going to end up in cement shoes in the fucking Hudson River.
I'm not
bro.
worried about that. Nobody's going to put me in cement shoes.
You ever see the Goodfellas, the scene where
I've
they're
watched it 100
fucking feeding
times,
the guy
you know.
to the lions at the
Yeah.
Tampa City Zoo? It's going to be
You
you.
should talk to Bob Levy as well. He's from Staten Island.
Well, Bob Levy and I are very close. I talked to Bob yesterday. Bob is a good. Bob's gave me a lot of great advice and helped me a long way.
They must really feed each other to the lions down there. That's what they're going to be saying about
They
you.
really do. They really do.
By the way, you mentioned Goodfellas, Mike Buschetti, 2-time co-host, a co-star of Robert De Niro films. So there you go.
Correct.
Wait, what was the second?
The Family and something else that I didn't see.
I know about the
Do you know he
family.
knows Luca Brasi, the guy that played Luca Brasi in The Godfather?
Dude, you can't talk about any of that. You're really going to get.
Why can't we?
No.
The mob is no longer. They all got podcasts. We can't talk about this.
First of all, his
Sammy
name's Lenny
Lozano is my
Fontana.
blood cousin. We just found out. What's the
Wait,
big
wait,
deal?
First of all, his name's Lenny Fontana.
Lenny
and,
Fontana, correct. That was his name, correct.
Yeah, and he was a former wrestler who sometimes did work for the Colombo family.
He did a lot of work for the Cumia, not just sometimes.
I'd shut up, beef. Thanks for the toe, Canadian. Is MBS related to IBS?
Like irritable bowel syndrome.
That's probably what that is, yeah. Masturbation syndrome versus irritable
No.
bowel syndrome.
It's Mr. Blue Sky.
Hughesy's going to get a fish wrapped around your tie, Joey.
No. I'm not. Nobody's going to send me any fishes to sleep with. That's not going to happen.
Well, MBS, what have you got coming up that we should be looking out for?
Nothing. Don't follow anything I do.
Love this guy.
Love it. Well, I just want to thank everybody for watching. It's always great to catch up with you. Great eggs. And don't forget to everybody hit the like button on the way out. So we're all going to do a big festive wave vibe. We're all going to vote Catalano 2028.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me on. I enjoyed it. And please hit that like button. Smash that like button.
All right.
There we go.
And if you leave me now, you take away the biggest part of me. Ooh, baby, please don't go.